Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. For those of you looking to secure and keep your crypto safe, there's a link to Ledger in the description below. Well, it's Uptober. You know what that means. Prices go up. Or at least, why did my hand get so high there? Or at least that's what we're continuing to hear from just about every single person within the cryptocurrency space. You might remember, or you might not, but I'm gonna tell you, earlier this year, here's the magic of time. The beginning of this year, when we got the Bitcoin ETFs, the expectation was that by the end of 2024, the end of like this year, we would see Bitcoin at a brand new all-time high of $74,000. But what happened is that in like a good 2 or 3 months time, Bitcoin had already gone to its previous all-time high and had actually broken that number. Then the expectation became, well, Bitcoin's going to go to $150,000 by the end of 2024. Still with me? I hope so. It's not that difficult at this point. Bitcoin over the course of the summer kept on going sideways and no one was really figuring out why. I told you. Do you remember? Everyone made fun of me. Remember all the videos where I kept on saying like Bart Simpson, Marge's hair, cup and handles, Chikorita, and all these other things. And I was like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And everyone had a chart. I told you, everyone had a chart this summer where they were like, well, Bitcoin's going sideways because of the cup and handles. And we need for the Bart Simpson to turn sideways to pick up the cup of Marge and then the golden cross. And I was like, none of that makes any sense. I'm getting completely off track, but the point is the cryptocurrency market kept on going completely sideways over the course of the it actually was going down over the course of the entirety of the summer, when all we got daily was news about whales buying all the coins. Am I the only one who remembers this? I can't be. Every single time that we got news about whales, it was that 24 hours before prices dropped. Got it. Don't remind me. Then it was always like $35 million was scooped off of exchanges. $114 million was bought by the whales, and then sharks and all the other animals and stuff that we were getting. I said it before in another video and I'll say it again. Rich people really knew exactly what to do with this market. They found a way to completely cause prices to go sideways, to go down, to kick retail investors out of the market. If you missed those videos, every time that we saw people like leaving the market, and I told you that before as well, I see it on my metrics. Whenever prices are going down, I see that my view count's also going down, and I'm like, oh boy, the market. I don't even have to look at the market. I can literally tell by my view count. It's magic. So the only people who were actually leaving the market were retail investors. Once again, everyday normal people who kept on being like, well, Bitcoin's not moving. I'm going to leave the market. And they sold off their coins. So we would hear Bitcoin's price fell by 4%. Liquidations of X number. Awesome. The next day, all those coins had been bought up by the whales. And these people didn't realize the whales were literally like pushing them out of the market over and over. No one seemed to completely understand it. So where we currently are now, I know you're tired of hearing it because I'm tired of saying it, is that the Fed has lowered interest rates. Got it. The expectation is, here we go, is that we might see another Fed rate cut or we might not see a Fed rate cut. I know it sounds nonsensical, but both seem pretty equal at this point, where it looks like the Fed might actually continue lowering interest rates because inflation is not as high as they keep saying, or that the expectation is that apparently things might not go in the right direction because of money printing that has to happen relatively soon, and China's also printing a lot of money, and therefore inflation might go back up, and if inflation does go back up, the market might be in trouble again, and therefore they can't lower interest rates. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's basically the runoff of the 2008 2009 crisis and the 2020 and 2021 crises, because we've had multiple crises since that point, and it hasn't slowed down. That's what keeps me going, is that every day just seems more ridiculous and more stressful than the last. Where we currently are right now is optimism season, October, Optimus Prime or something like that, where everyone and their mother believes that the cryptocurrency market and world markets are set for new heights, set for new so-and-so. Crypto analyst Kevin Svensson has expressed bullish outlook on Bitcoin following its recent recovery. Yeah, Bitcoin seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, Bitcoin has always been doing quite well. It's just that now, like, people seeing that, like, even the last, like, 2 weeks, I want to say 2 weeks, the movement up in prices that we've seen have been pretty gosh darn okay. What everyone's waiting for and what Kevin's waiting for is basically for us to pop back over $74,000 once again. The idea, according to Svensson and 800 other analysts, is that Q4 is going to be absolutely spectacular for the cryptocurrency market. He anticipates that by the new year, the market will start to show even more changes, setting the stage for the madness that is going to be 2025. If you have never been here for a bull run, put on your party hats, because it's going to probably, I mentioned that before, and I mentioned it multiple times. Usually we tend to get a rush of new people into the market every time that prices begin to go back up. So mathematically, someone here is new to the market. Hello. The second part is, and I say this in no uncertain terms, this isn't meant to be hypey. If you've been here for any other cycle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The really weird part about the cryptocurrency space is that, besides all of it, is that you will wake up and your portfolio has gone up by like $7,000 and you're like, I didn't do anything. You'll go to sleep. You'll wake up and it's gone up by $12,000. You'll go to sleep. You'll wake up and at some point you're like, how did I make like 60,000 over the course of a couple? The bull market's crazy. And I think it's kind of the only, I don't want to say only silver lining, but like one of the nicest things that we could have after having like a 3-year bear market. The bullishness is kind of crazy. And the reason why I think this one keeps popping up in the news, you might have noted, like, it's a huge topic of discussion everywhere. October, November, December, $100,000 Bitcoin, is because we have the ETFs. They're not an insignificant thing at all. And the accumulation of 1 million Bitcoin, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. There's not a lot of Bitcoin left. That's all I'm going to say. The thousands of other videos, literally thousands of other videos that we've been going over this. He said we're sitting on a potentially weekly RSI breakout level, referring to Bitcoin's relative strength index as an index or an indicator as to if it is overbought or oversold. We keep like going like this back and forth between neutral and greed on Bitcoin's fear and greed index as well. How we at all managed to not be excessively and greedy the entire time is beyond me. Everyone's ready to make money. Everyone's ready for the market to pick back up. And as we stand right now, I've said it, and it's time. It's just time. I said it earlier this year. I said, by the end of this year, all these analysts are talking big game. Everyone's like, the last 3 months, the market's going to skyrocket. Now's the time. We're here. We made it. It's skyrocket time. Let's see exactly where prices go. The expectations, for those of you who do not know, or if I remember correctly, it's $75,000 to $80,000 over the course of this month. Next month, the expectation is over 85 or something like that. December, however, gets us to the supposed to be the lowest prediction that we've seen has been 90,000, but the average analyst typically says over $100,000 in December, like not the end of December, but over the course of December, over 100K. We'll see. Time keeps moving forward. This year has been crazy fast. It's not just me, right? Like, it's October what? How does that... Time is flying. I do hope that you've all enjoyed... Oh, sorry. I was like, what's it on my finger? It was a feather. I do hope you've all enjoyed... I'm not sitting on a pillow. Hope you've all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day. Morning, afternoon, evening. Wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.